I am the director of the Situating Science, as Mark pointed out, the strategic research cluster funded by the Social Sciences and Humanities Research Council of Canada to bring together historians, philosophers, sociologists of science to examine science in its history and in its cultural and social context. And we've been running for about 6 years now, doing partnerships with all sorts of organizations to expand the field of science and technology studies and make it relevant to academia and to the public. We started in 2007 after a 2-year preliminary period, and we expanded, this being our last year, and I've worked on multiple occasions with the Institute for Science and Science Policy, and it's exactly the area that we wish to move in as we conglomerate all of our successes into a follow-up for the cluster. We hope to have a partnership going in a year or so on one of the themes, the major themes of the cluster, which is science and its publics. This has always been a golden thread, red thread, running through all of our issues of understanding science and in context. And it beautifully, the whole cluster started with a lecture series on trust in science. And the keynote speaker for that lecture series on trust in science was Sheila Jasanoff, speaking about science and its publics. I think that was actually part of the title, was Science and Its Publics. Sheila is well known to anybody working in the field and outside of our field, a leading scholar in the field of science and technology studies, founding chair of the Science and Technology Studies Department at Cornell, and has many accomplishments. Served on the, I think there's a biography left on the table, so you can go through it and underline all the good parts during the talk. I will just state a couple that are important for this meeting. She served on the board of directors at the American Association for the Advancement of Science, president of the Society of Social Studies of Science, numerous books, a dozen or so, all from controlling chemicals, studies of the Bhopal disaster, the Fifth Branch, Science at the Bar, one of the leading contributions towards the study of expertise in the judiciary, Designs of Nature. After 20 years at Cornell, Dr. Jasanoff left to go to the Kennedy School of Government at Harvard and is now the Pforzheimer Professor of STS at that school. She is also the founder of the Science and Democracy Network and has examined everything that will be talked about at this conference, from the regulation of toxic substances to the role of expertise in a liberal democracy. Today, she's going to be speaking on science and its publics, dependence, disenchantment, and deliverance. Thanks.